Stoa is a digital campfire where we cohere in dialogue about what matters most at the knife's edge of what's happening now.
Beautiful people, welcome to the Stoa. Donna, did you want to open up? Oh, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, you can. No?
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah. Do you want to open it up and then give the Stoa opening and everything?
Welcome to the Stoa.
That's good.
The Stoa is the digital campfire where we cohere and dialogue about what matters most at the knife's edge. Oh my gosh. The first line of that song that you played, Peter, was, "I want to hold the hand inside of you." That is so perfect. Oh, so welcome everyone. Oh gosh. Gosh, I recognize almost everybody. Okay. The people that don't have their video on, are you able to put your video on? It would be really nice to see you and say hi, and it's nice to be able to look at you when we're doing practice. So if you can put your video on, please do. If not, it's okay. Hi, thank you. Okay, great. So I'm Donna, and I'm going to lead us in intersubjective practice. So some of you were here last month when I did this. We just called it intersubjective partner practice, and Peter said, oh, we have to change the name. We have to have something more jazzy. So if you were here last time, just raise your hand so I know who's here. Okay. All right. Well, I know that a lot of you are familiar with this type of practice. So tonight will be very interesting. So why don't we just all come in here together. Notice how you are right now, how you find yourself coming to this meeting. Sort of do a personal check-in. Just want to look at you all. I'm so happy. So notice your breathing. If you have short breaths, or if you're feeling kind of relaxed and tired. I was very tired about 5 minutes ago until I saw all your faces. And just breathe together. You can close your eyes if you'd like, or you can keep them open. Notice if there's any emotions running through your body. Check in with your body. And if there's anything you need to do to bring yourself fully here, go ahead and do that now so that we can give each other our full attention. Get comfortable. We'll be together for the next hour. So welcome the complexity of who you are too. I'm not just my body. I'm also my personality, my culture, my emotions, my spirit, my love, my ideas, and my breakfast. So many things go into making who we are and how we show up right now. And then return to the air passing through your body. Let your breathing remind you that we are in exchange with the atmosphere of the planet, with all of life, puppies, the trees, and with each other. I still have that image that we're holding hands inside of each other. And let yourself relax into this exchange. Our breathing is a testament to the fact that life requires that we stay in exchange. If we try to stop that exchange, we'll die. We have to keep breathing, staying in the exchange. It takes more energy to hold up our boundaries anyway. You don't have to make the exchange happen. It's already happening. It's always available. We're just focusing on it and becoming conscious of it. Very good. I think we're all here now. So in less than 12 hours, I will be sitting on the bank of a lake with a great blue heron, as I do most mornings. He sits on a branch that's fallen into the water, and it sticks out of the water, and he's there every day. And I sit about 20 feet away from him. He watches for the fish, and I watch him. It's the most amazing thing. When he catches a fish, his whole body plunges into the water. He comes back up and he has this fish in his mouth that seems way too big to fit down his throat. And I can actually see the fish tail like flopping in his throat and the outline of the fish as it just kind of goes down slowly. And then he does this amazing thing. He's holding on to the branch with his feet, and with the fish stuck in his throat, he turns his whole body upside down and he dips his beak into the water to grab some water. And then and he doesn't fall over. And he comes back up and he takes a drink, and then slowly the fish goes down. This whole process takes about 5 minutes or so. I'm very familiar with it. He's my morning friend. And then he wipes his beak off against the side of the branch. Then he flies away. And this morning when I was out there, there was this nice breeze. It was making these ripples across the top of the water. And I remembered something a teacher told me years ago. He said that there's a holy wind that blows through you. And I used to think that that was God. And I'm not sure what to call it anymore, but I know that even though you and I are not the same, that same holy wind that blows through me blows through you. What moves through me moves through you. On some level, we're interconnected and interdependent. And for me, that's what these intersubjective practices are about. And I know that wind travels through all of us. And I wonder how I know that. There's so many things that I don't know, and so many things that I can't make sense of in our world today. But that I know. And I know that the way that we are with each other matters, as if the wind feels it too. the way we interact with each other. And these intersubjective practices can be that simple. You and me and the wind that blows through us. Rebel Wisdom recently released a video called The Evolving Conversation with John Vervaeke and Peter Limberg. You may have seen that, and there's one part in there where John's talking about he's doing this project, and I will butcher this, Peter, but he's doing this project where he's blending Socratic dialogue with circling in the exploration of wisdom, something like that. And in this video, John proposes that rather than being motivated by curiosity in our intersubjective practices, that we should invoke wonder. We should be invoking wonder. And he says that wonder is where you are opening to the space where you're confronting mystery, being in the unknown together. He says you're calling out into question yourself and your world so that they both can undergo a restructuring of identity. He says wonder can deepen into awe, which has the powerful ability to pull people beyond their egocentrism. So we're going to try out John's proposal today. So we're not going to go into the dialogos around wisdom, but we're going to see if we can participate in wonder together and actually go into the wonder, participatory knowing of wonder, as he says, where you know something by becoming it and interacting with it. So as we sit together in all of our complexity, I want you to include in your awareness the deepest, most sacred part of yourself that you can locate. It has nothing to do with the roles that you play in life. And it has nothing to do with your to-do list or your future accomplishments, your plans for conquest. But it's that greater depth that seems to go on forever, like the wind. You can't hold on to it. You can only be in the movement of it. Hopefully this invokes a sense of wonder about who we even are. And what happens when two people turn toward each other and open from this deepest place. It's like the mystery that you are, even to yourself. So if you have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them. See if you can make eye contact with a few of us. Mystery to mystery. Sacred to sacred. And as two fragrances can occupy the same space, we say there's room in me for you. These practices can be very intimate. I think that's a good thing. So in our breakout rooms, we're going to let wonder lead. I think we're going to do this in 2 sections. So our first breakout, we'll have a moment of silence with your partner. Just be with each other. However you experience the interconnectedness and the flow between you, and just sort of settle into each other in that exchange. And then after 1 minute, I'll send a broadcast, and it says, now the first person speaks. And one person is going to explore for 5 minutes, beginning with I wonder. So that's how you're going to speak. Begin your sentences or your questions with I wonder. And then the second person will go. And see if you can listen inside of the wonder of your partner. You're listening. And then we're going to come back here to the main room and we'll see how that was, and then we'll go back out for another section. another part. And I think we're good on timing. Okay, so Peter, am I host?